So first up, we'll talk about the Jeep. It is basically stock, although it does have a set of bumpers and some LED lights that were on it when I purchased it. And I just put a 2.5-inch AEV, the Dualsport suspension system. It's got Bilstein 5100 RTs on it, and I put a set of Rancho Geometry correction brackets on it. The wheels are off. Wheels and tires I got off of Marketplace, off of like an 2018. So other than that, it's pretty much stock gearing and all that, stock sport trim. All right, let's get to the mods that I've made. All right, not a lot going on inside. Pretty basic. I've got a phone mount. I think that's a hook rode. I think I did a video on that install. And just some junk over there in the passenger seat. That's about it. Stock Jeep. Alright, so back here is where I've done the most work, the most changes so far. I've basically got a 2-drawer system that I put together. I'm not a carpenter, but it works. It was not as cheap as I thought it was going to be. The plywood was very expensive. I used finished grade maple or something like that, 1/2 inch, and the locking drawer slides were very expensive. I did not want one single drawer. I've seen a lot of guys do that. I thought about it, but I ended up going with 2 because I also have this tailgate table. Let's take a look at this table real quick. You've seen it in my other videos, but we'll look at how it's been holding up so far. Basically, I just wanted something that I could make a sandwich on, because I have a tendency to just go, and I have to force myself to pull over and eat. So I wanted this because it will stay somewhat clean, as opposed to using your fender or the hood or something like that, things I've done in the past. Anyways, we got Fisker's X11 and a Silky Big Boy 2000 folding saw. We got a pair of gloves in here and a flashlight, and I've got my camp little chef knife here. This is the Tops Pasayten Wilderness Light Traveler. And I've got a multiplier right here. It's just a little single mag carrier that's looped through this vent here. So let's check out this. Still working pretty good. I added a piece of plywood here because it was just this molly panel and I didn't like it, so I added this piece of wood here, and I took the second shelf off completely. Added a piece of wood back here, covered it in carpet so I could Velcro stuff like this lighter, these matches, these spice containers, all Velcroed there. I've got if I can get it here, got a cutting board that just slips back there. Honestly, it's easier. I don't know why I'm struggling. And then my basic utensils. I just wanted something that was quick and easy, could cover making a quick lunch or a quick dinner if I roll into camp late. So far, it's been holding up just fine. I'll put a link down below if anybody's interested in this. Alright, so I got my trash back here. I just kind of stuff one of these big 2-gallon bags inside the wheel well. Works great. Keeps it out of my way. I don't have one of them little backpacks, whatever. Right here, I've got a large tarp. You've seen that in my other videos. It covers the whole Jeep, hangs out a couple feet and hangs over a couple feet. Gives me lots of coverage if it's raining or really nasty out. I've got a fishing pole right here, a little 6.5-foot ultralight. And then I've got this carrier here. This is like a water bladder carrier, and I've just got it strapped to the roll bar. And inside here, I've got my dead blow hammer for putting these stakes in, and a couple of lantern holders. And then on the molly here, of course, you can see I've got these bright orange 10-inch long heavy-duty tent stakes. These work great. They're easy to see, so I don't lose them as easily. And the dead blow hammer drives these in just fine, and it doesn't tear the top up and make it all sharp. So really happy with that. They still look pretty much brand new. Got a box full of junk, camping stuff. My backpack sets right between the seats there. I'll give you a shot here in a second. There's actually quite a bit of space. I made the box go as far forward as where the seat where the footwell is. So there's still room there. Recovery gear, anything long and, you know, things that make noise, that sort of thing. We got another big tent here. I've got a fire extinguisher, and then in this little water bottle carrier here, I've got some handy wipes, some kitchen cleaning wipes, just for cleaning dishes and things like that, in case I'm out fishing or get some small game and I want to sanitize my hands. Let's check out these drawers real quick. So these do lock. You got to push these tabs down to open them. I see guys with handle. I didn't find I needed a handle. I just pull. There's a face on the drawer here on the bottom too, so you can just push, grab, and pull. It works just fine. So I've got your basic camping stuff. On this side I've got a lot of food, some wraps, dry food, extra fuel, paper towels, that sort of thing. This one, yeah, these drawers, they're great. They hold a lot of gear. I've got a lot of dry food in here. Stuff like pasta, rice, oatmeal, all kinds of good stuff. I've probably got a week and a half worth of food here if I really had to push it. You know, in case you get lost or snowed in, or have some of these roads up here, there's been a lot of fires, so you can have trees fall down in a windstorm. Or driving a Jeep, because they're super, super reliable. Probably never happen, but say maybe the oil cooler goes or you blow a head gasket. It's good to have some extra food while you wait for help or walk out. Ooh, don't roast me too bad in the comments, all right? I've owned lots and lots of Jeeps. All right, I've owned just about everything. In fact, my other vehicle is a Toyota, so I don't want to hear it. Snacks, lantern, all kinds of good stuff in here. Personal gear. These lock halfway out too, so it's kind of nice. If you're up on an incline, it won't slam and go all the way in. You got to press it again. Works great. Now here's why I did the split drawer instead of one. I had to spend a little extra money, but basically with this down, can't open this drawer all the way. But you can get in there far enough to get what you need. So I've got my coffee kit, got my pots and pans back there. I usually get those out first to cook, and then put the table down. The drawer goes halfway in. Good to go, not an issue. So in this drawer, just your basic camping gear. My stove, which is out on the stump over there right now, usually goes underneath here. The frying pan on top of that, so I grab stove and pan and pull those out, and then this usually sits here. Got my coffee kit here, which you guys have probably seen. Nice little setup here. And I've got, you know, just your camp stuff. Got some batteries and things like that. Extra camp lights in here. Alright, so normally my tent sets here. I've got my tarp poles here, and a shovel, a net, my recovery strap, which I use a lot of times for just pulling trees out of the road after I cut them. I've got my traction boards, and I still have access to the little storage unit, or storage area underneath here. So I've got like some repair items and stuff like that that I don't think I'll need very often underneath there. So yeah, it's kind of nice. This is just tall enough to get in there. Now the reason why this is the height that it is, it's setting on some 2x4s, right? Basically just a box setting on these 2x4s with some spacers in the front. So if you're familiar with these Wranglers, they have the loops in the front that the seat sets to, so the floor is not actually flat. So I just built around them, and it works great. In fact, I actually use those loops in the front to tie this box down with some J hooks and some eye bolts. You can see way up there, you can get to it really easy behind the seats, but I've got some stuff stored there. Way up front I've got the one, and then right here I've got the back one. So you can see it's just a J bolt looped around one of the factory tie down points, and I've got an eye bolt running through the 2x4. So you can see the nut there. So basically this J hook goes through that and through the eye bolt. I've got a heavy duty, extra thick grade 8 washer, and then just a nut, and then you just cinch it down and it will clamp it down super tight. Now you can just see the front one way up there. So I had to get a little creative with that, but it works out great. anyways, I think that's about it. Check out the sleeping arrangements here. Nothing fancy. It's a $16 Walmart tin I've been kicking for about 10 years or so now, probably a little more. It's on its last leg. But I have this moving blanket, Harbor Freight deal. That's what normally covers the box. Just got it for some extra comfort. I got air mattress, another piece of carpet, and then my military sleep system and pillow. One of the last things I've got here is my cooler. It's a really small little cooler. It's like a 25 or a 30 quart little Igloo Marine. Works really good. I've been out here for 3 days. Temperatures in the upper 70s to mid 80s, and I've still got a fair amount of frozen ice blocks in there. So yeah, it's working out good. I guess the last thing to talk about is my water carrier. I'll try and put a link for this. This has been a great water carrier. It has silicone O-rings in it. It does not leak. It just, I've struggled with buying all kinds of different ones that aren't supposed to leak. The only two I've found that don't leak are Rotopacks and this. So anyways, I've got this on the front. It just sets real nice there on the bumper, and mainly because it's pretty dry out here, as you can see in the back. It's pretty duffy soil, and I don't want that mud there all over the living room of the camp there. Plus, a lot of the bugs out here are really looking for water. So this kind of keeps them away from the food area and where I'm going to be sleeping. Come on now, move along. Bucking and kicking. Sheesh. Sketchy.